You probably remember hearing that Warner Brothers was supposed to be putting together a Justice League movie because, well, this happened. You might also remember hearing that the shape or likelihood of said movie was almost entirely dependent on the reception to this summer's Man of Steel, or as it's known around my house, Please Don't Suck, Please Don't Suck, Please Don't Suck, Please Don't Suck. Supposedly, one of the big holdups on this project, apart from the allegedly crappy script having to be thrown out recently, and apart from nobody at the executive level at Warner Brothers actually wanting to make it all that badly, apart from feeling like they kinda have to, is figuring out what to do about Batman, supposedly. More precisely, whether or not they should bother trying to fit the film in with the most recent Batman movies, or have an entirely new version of him, and if so, how to coordinate that with the inevitable new series of films people will demand. Well, am I the only one to whom it seems like they're really overthinking this? That they're maybe spending way too much time on an asset that's not that vital? I mean, do they really need to put that much effort at this point into Batman? Now, obviously, Batman is going to be in the movie. There's 3 people who absolutely have to be in this movie, and he's one of them. Plus, he's far and away the #1 most proven and solid box office bet in the entire stable. But that's kinda my point. We've had 7 big blockbuster Batman movies, a whole bunch of cartoons, 2 huge video games. I think Joe Popcorn is pretty well sold on the whole Batman deal by now. All he's gotta do is show up in the movie, wear the cape, throw a batarang at something, and be all Captain Bring Down about everything, and the audience is gonna go, "Ah, cool, Batman's here now." Your job is done. But beyond that, wasn't the whole point of doing this movie to increase the visibility of all your other characters so you don't have to keep shelving this entire side of your company every time people get sick of Batman? I'm not saying they couldn't make more Batman movies and have them be good. I can imagine plenty of ways the franchise could be taken in interesting new directions. What I'm saying is, at what point do you start hitting diminishing returns regardless of how good a job you're doing? Look, realistically, no matter who plays Batman next or how good a job they do, they're going to be negatively compared to Christian Bale because he just got done playing Batman in what a lot of people consider to be the best Batman movie ever only a few years ago. And if he then gets his own new set of movies, you run smack dab into the other elephant in the room. Batman can't go too long before you kind of have to do the Joker again, and what actor in their right mind is going to want to donate their body to that job when you know almost everyone is going to be either dismissive or even offended at the simple fact that said actor isn't Heath Ledger, martyred saint of the Christopher Nolan trilogy? And this is ignoring the fact that it's kind of bizarre that Batman has become more or less the superhero for like 2 decades now, isn't it? I mean, in a genre exclusively populated by characters who exist to embody fantasy fulfillment, the fact that the most popular fantasy being embodied is the fantasy of having exactly enough money to spend every night beating people half to death and the traumatic backstory to make everyone give your obvious insanity a pass does not say a lot of great things about our society, but that's beside the point. I mean, I'm not suggesting that any part of any movie should be on autopilot, but if there's a part of this potential Justice League project that you can just slack off a little bit on and let the audience do most of the work, Batman is it. Everyone already knows him, everyone already likes him, everyone already knows what he's all about, and really, is he going to be that big a part of the movie, honestly? Now, yeah, I know that's a rhetorical question. Obviously, they're going to do what they do in the comics and cartoons and just keep contriving scenarios wherein Batman somehow turns out to be even more necessary than all the others combined because he had time to prepare or whatever. But honestly now, if there's a threat big enough that it requires the combined effort of Alien Jesus, Human Sonic the Hedgehog, Green Alien Jesus, Space Police, Yes Mistress, and Sexy King Triton, what is Bruce Wayne really going to contribute other than picking up the check? And I'm not even coming at this from a, blah, there's too many damn comic book movies place. I'm not sick of this genre at all. I'm sick of Batman. I like Batman. I like Batman just fine. But haven't we had enough by now? Have we not, at long last, hit peak Batman? It's not like there's a danger of them never making Batman movies again, so maybe it'd be okay if we just let him take some time off, maybe pick 1 or 2 of the thousands of other similar costumed heroes DC owns the movie rights to and try them on for a while. So, yeah, don't really have any bigger, broader insight in this particular case. Kinda right there on the surface, I guess. Batman. I've had enough. I'm full. Let's try someone else, please. I'm Bob, and I really don't want this to suck.